Soft gel tips and builder gel is the perfect combo for fast, flawless nail extensions, but I know that some of you struggle with this flawless cuticle area. I'm so excited to try this new kind of soft gel tips by Modelones with pre-made super thin cuticle area, so it will be much easier to apply builder gel. I will continue with my cat eye gel polishes obsession and do a stunning nail art with the fruit candy collection. What is so special about these new tips? Well, first of all, we have 510 pieces and 15 sizes. Sizes go from 0 to 11, and we also have sizes in between 8.5, 9.5, and 10.5. which is so common. Let's say number 8 is too big and number 9 is too small, and you really want this number that is in between. So 8.5 would be just perfect here. Another thing is that they're pre-etched, so you don't need to roughen them up before applying underneath. And then we have this super thin area near the cuticle, so they're going to look natural once they grow longer, and maybe we will even need way less filing near the cuticle area. So I'm so excited to try it out. Let's see more nail goodies from Modelones. We have 3-in-1 nail prep that works both as dehydrator and nail primer. So now we have, and then we have base coat and top coat, large volumes, 15 milliliters. That's so great because I use them a lot. A new kind of base coat, rubber base coat. This is a thicker consistency base coat, which will work if you want to add the structure on the nail. Let's say you have flat nails and you want to add this structure on the top. Then we have builder gel, and I'm using this product a lot, mostly with soft gel tips, but we can also do overlays with it. We have clear, and finally they came up with colors in larger volumes. So we also have this light nude color, and finally, I was waiting for this day. Now they have a milky shade because I think now this color is so popular and I like using it as the background for different kinds of nail art. So this is the one we're definitely using today. So let's proceed with the nail prep. This is the hand of my client. She has normal skin but sticky cuticles, which means once you try to push them back with orange wood stick or with a pusher, you will notice that they're sticking to the nail plate so good that it's not that easy to separate it. So we need to be careful and gentle. Do not tear it up, do not separate it. So just gently push it back, and then we proceed with dry manicure. I will be using diamond red abrasive bit, flame shape. I will be working on the left side first with forward mode, speed about 17,000 rotations per minute, and then I do the opposite side on reverse mode and the same speed, about 17,000 rotations per minute. And then we also need to remove the surface shine with 180 grit file. Once we prep the nails, let's apply 3-in-1 nail prep, and we don't need any extra step. That's it. We simply apply it on the nails. You do not need to cure it. And then we're going to use a base coat. For soft gel extensions, you can use any kind of base coat. Regular will work, but I decided to try rubber base coat just to check it out. It has thicker consistency, so it's not runny at all, which means you can apply it on 4 nails at once and then cure them, and while they're curing, work with the opposite hand. Cure for 1 minute, and then we're going to apply soft gel tips. I will be using nail glue for these purposes, and I always ask my client to assist me and to hold this little lamp so we can flash cure them. Then we're going to fully cure them in a big lamp for 1 minute. I always apply soft gel tips with a little gap from the cuticle. Then we only need to file them to get rid of this plastic residue on the free edge, and then we have this flawless almond shape. So then I simply followed my habit, and you guys know the power of habit when you just used to doing a certain service in a certain order. So normally at this point I take electric nail file and I file down this area near the cuticle, so the tip and the nail, there will be no border with between them it will be absolutely smooth. And I started doing this, and then I realized, because with these tips there is a border, I can't say that it's absolutely invisible. It's slightly there, but it's so small, so it's much faster to file it down. And then I thought, wait a minute, we don't really need to file it down because it's so small. So I stopped and I didn't do it on few nails. And spoiler alert, nothing happened to these nails. There was no difference. So that's the biggest advantage of these tips. You don't need to do this filing part because the cuticle area is already thin. Buffing the surface is optional too. You don't have to do it. I prefer doing this because I like this smooth look of the nails. Sometimes we have a little leftovers from the nail glue on the sides, so I prefer to get rid of this, and also it's much easier to apply the color after you have this super smooth buffed surface. So after applying the tips, I realized that we have rather short nails, and if we take a builder gel and build the structure on top, the nails are going to look rather bulky, and we definitely don't want that. We have a nail art coming up. So instead, I'm going to apply a thin coat of milky builder gel, and I'm going to fill only the area where the product is missing, which is near the cuticle area. So I will take a detailer brush, take milky builder gel and add it near the cuticle, then slightly blend it to the rest of the nail so the surface will be absolutely smooth. I don't really need to add more product there because we already have enough strength there. So if you want to use builder gels just as the color, you can definitely do that. Keep in mind that they have a rather thick consistency. For me personally, this is perfect because I can easily add this area near the cuticle without worrying that it's going to run somewhere, and then I can cure it. They also work perfect for building the structure, but if you decide to use them just as the regular color as the thin coat, you can absolutely do this. So once we do the background with milky builder gel and cure it for 1 minute in LED, it's time for design. So let's check out Fruit Candy collection. It includes 6 cat eye gel polishes and a magnet, and they are small, 7 milliliters, and you can already tell what's the color of it by looking at the cap or this little window which shows the actual color. But like with any colors, we have a better understanding if we try them on a swatch, and I usually use transparent swatches so you can also see how the coverage of the color is. And this red looks just gorgeous, and I'm magnetizing all of them from both sides so we can see this beautiful shine. When applying bright color cat eye gel polish, do not apply a super thin coat. Make it a little thicker so the color will be visible. Oh my god, I don't think I've ever seen an orange cat eye. It looks so cool. And when I saw this collection, at first I thought, well, these colors are cool and bright, but what if we use them all together because they look so great? It's basically impossible to choose the best one, do you agree? So we decided to go for it. But first you need to choose the main color, and in our case it is going to be the light pink, and other colors will be an addition. After curing the background for 1 minute with milky builder gel, we are going to apply 6 colors on our palette, and since the main color is light pink, I will be using it with the brush from the bottle and apply it on the nail, and then I will be using more colors such as dark pink, purple, green and orange. Honestly, I don't think I would ever think of combining such colors, especially green and orange with pink, because this seems like something that's not that compatible, right? But once I saw them together in this collection, I thought that they are going to make a perfect combo. All we need to do is simply decide the main colors, so we will have more pink colors and other colors will be just complementary. So we are doing this abstract marble design I'm not curing any color in between. All these colors are wet. They have this medium consistency, which makes it perfect to do a design like this. Then I use the magnet and magnetize it from both sides, and it looks gorgeous. Guys, I am jealous. Now I want this design for myself too. And then we cure. Okay, once you're happy with the pattern, cure it right away before it's moved, and then proceed to the next nail. So since our main color is pink, I use it almost on half of the nail, and then in between I add the rest of the colors. Since magnetic cat eye gel polishes, they have these little metallic particles in them. They blend together so well, but do not blend them too much. Simply put them next to each other and they will create this beautiful fade. So basically any marble design will look gorgeous. If you prefer something more simple, not as colorful, feel free to use, let's say, light pink and dark pink, and you will have a lighter, simpler version of marble. And like with any abstract design, it's absolutely not possible to repeat the exact same pattern on each nail, so it's always going to be different. Also make sure that you're not taking too much gel, because if it's going to move to the sides, the nails may look bulky, you may flood the side walls. These colors are rather intense, so you don't really need a large amount of them to be visible. Plus, we also have this milky background underneath, so we don't need to worry about the nail showing through or something like that. Just make sure that you're having fun. That was exactly the idea of the design that we were making. Like I said, I was so surprised that green and orange look gorgeous in this company, and after we do this magnetic part, they're just amazing. And this kind of design, it looks like it's 3D, like there's dimension and depth right there. That's why we definitely need to seal it with a glossy top coat. And the final look is amazing. It looks so great inside when it's a bit dark, as well as outside on the sun. This shine is crazy. Let me know, what do you guys think about this nail art? The links to all the products that I used today will be in the description box as usual. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye!